Years later, men landed on the moon again. The astronauts were stunned by what they saw. A huge base had appeared on the dark side of the moon. He was about to report back to Earth Command when it was shot down by the base guards. The ship was destroyed. Another astronaut was captured. These officers took the captive to the base's head of state. The cosmonaut fought off the soldiers with his helmet and jumped off the bridge. Just as he was getting his kicks, he was caught in a trap. Here, he met the base's school teacher. The cosmonaut opened the hatch by mistake. They were both swept outside. The cosmonaut tried his best to get the school teacher back. The officers came with soldiers and tried to kill the astronaut. The astronaut says he knows the President of the United States. That saved his life for a while. In the interrogation room, the officers takes the astronaut's cell phone and asks him what it is. The astronaut says it's like a computer. The doctor laughs. The doctor points to a huge machine from the 1940s and says that's a computer. The astronaut couldn't help but laugh at him. Then the doctor realized that the astronaut's cell phone was faster than all the computers on the base combined. If they use the computing power of the cell phones, they can get their super ship back in the air. The officers and the crew come to witness this, and sure enough, the super ship is up and running. Just when everyone was happy, the cell phone ran out of battery. Everyone knew the power of the cell phone. The officers asked the crew to let him go back to Earth to get more cell phones to start the super ship. He's no ordinary officers. He's the heir to the first throne. His goal is to start a war and invade Earth. His fiancée is a teacher at the base. Before he left, the doctor injected the astronaut with a drug that turned him white. He was also taken on board by the officers. The first expression when he sent them off was a bit meaningful.
The spaceship arrived on Earth from a Nazi base on the moon. It landed in the outskirts, and Nazi officers and soldiers disembarked from the ship. The next day, they found themselves on the road, bewildered by the speed of cars, and one soldier was accidentally hit and thrown by a passing vehicle. They had to change their plans and hijacked a van. In order to meet the president, they kidnapped a woman. The Nazi officers deemed the astronaut useless and threw him out of the vehicle. One officer revealed the Nazi base's plan to the woman. They aimed to conquer Earth once again. To their surprise, the woman laughed and agreed to take them to meet the president. Eventually, they were brought before the president. The Nazi school teacher delivered a highly provocative speech, which the president ironically used in her own campaign, garnering strong support from the voters.